It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go.
And here we have a little bit of a different board, but you will be using your canvas that you have provided. So here Maddie is going to take a pencil and draw a rough outline of an ornament. Start by drawing a large circle in the bottom right corner of your page. And this does not have to be perfect. Now she is taking her pencil and drawing some lines to represent the branches of the tree coming from the top right corner of the canvas. And again, these do not have to be perfect. All trees are very different. As you can see, she also drew a small trapezoid at the top of the circle to represent the top of the ornament and a string connecting the ornament to the tree branch. You don't have to draw the pine needles of the tree because we will add those in later with paint. So now we are using a larger brush with white, and she is putting some of that paint on the side of her palette and adding a little bit of water. We are making a gray for the background. So next, you will add in a little bit of black. Start out with just a little bit of black, and you can always mix in more to get your desired tone. And adding a little bit of water will help the consistency when you are mixing.
Through the years, we all will be together. If the fates allow, hang a shining star upon the highest bough.
Now take a moderate amount of paint onto your brush and paint in vertical long strokes to cover the whole background of your canvas. We will be starting with a lighter gray for the left half and then be focusing a darker gray in the right portion, but we'll get to that in just a minute.
All will be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and help yourself a merry little Christmas now.
If you are running out of gray paint, you can always make more. Just add some more black and white as desired. As you fill in the background with your gray paint, make sure to leave space where the ornament's going to be. Now, as we get towards the right portion of the painting, we will be making a darker gray by adding a little bit more black than previously. Make sure to focus this dark gray towards the corner where the shadow would be. Here we can see Madi is touching up the background a bit by adding more of a dark gray. If you want to blend the light gray with the dark gray, all you have to do is take your brush and you can pat it dry a little bit and do long vertical brush strokes in the middle of where the two colors meet, and that will help it blend out quite nicely. Continue to blend and touch up your background however you desire, and that is pretty much it. So now she is just adding a little bit more white towards the left and just kind of going back and fixing anything she needs in order to achieve this kind of epic ombre gradient for the background. Okay, now for a little bit more of a fun part. Maddie is taking this very festive red color and preparing some of it in her palette, and we are going to start painting the ornament. Add a little bit of water to your acrylic paint and then just go for it. Fill in the circle. As we get towards the edges of the ornament, it can get a little bit tricky. Make sure you have a little bit water on your brush when you do this, and you can either hold your brush at an angle or flat and just try your best to carefully outline the ornament. Now, taking a medium brush, Madi is going to mix some paint that we can use for the branches. Take a little bit of black, and then we're going to mix in some yellow with it to create the illusion of brown. Just a little bit of yellow will do. Since this brush has a square flat edge, if you hold it at an angle, you can make a thin line for your tree branch. If you hold the brush flat, it'll be very thick. Start from the right corner and then carefully make a line, gradually becoming thinner as you reach the 1/3 mark on the left. Now get some more paint and make your second branch just a little bit lower. Now she is taking some white paint to make a little trapezoid rectangular shape on the top of the ornament, and this is the little metal piece that connects to the hook. I don't know what it's called, but we are going to paint it. Start towards the bottom and then outline the shape. And then fill it in. It's tree time now, so using some yellow and blue, we're going to make a pleasant green color for the pine needles. Once you have your desired green, take a little bit of water and a small brush, and we're going to start by doing very loose, thin strokes to represent our pine needles. They can be however long you would like. And you're just going to fill both sides of the branch, just as Madi is demonstrating. Now Madi is making a little bit of a more opaque or darker green. This can be achieved by adding more yellow and more blue, or by adding a little bit of black. And then again, just to make sure the branch isn't so sparse, she is going to take her small brush and add more strokes to really fill in the branch. No one likes a skimpy Christmas tree. And that should be about it for your tree branches. We've made some great progress, and now it is time for the next step. We will be now focusing on the shading aspect of the ornament. Since ornaments are normally plastic or glass, they have a reflective dynamic about them. We are going to be illustrating this in our painting by using a darker red to shade the bottom of the ornament and adding a little bit of a glossy look at the end. Take some red and a little bit of black to create a dark red. As Madi is showing, go in a circular motion and focus your paint on the bottom and the edges of the ornament. This will help enhance its 3D look. Now that we are done with the shadows, we will be working on the highlights. As Maddie is showing, make a light pink by adding some white to your red. And now we are going to make almost a triangular shape from the left towards the center of the ornament. These little lines kind of remind me of a tornado. That's the best way I can explain it, but this is going to be the reflection of your ornament. You can also add these highlights on the other side of the ornament just to make it that more pizzazz. Take your pink and focus it on the top right corner of the ornament and then slowly bring in the triangle towards the center. Make any touch-ups that you desire, and then you can also get just a little bit of white with your tiny brush and just add a little bit more highlight on top of the pink. Now to make the little string of the ornament, you will be needing a little brush and some black paint. Make sure not to load up your brush too much since you want your lines to be fairly thin. Trust in yourself and start in the middle. Slowly bring the line up and curve it around the branch. You can work on the line in little chunks if that makes it any easier. Once you have your black line going up to the tree to show your string, you're going to use white on the opposite side to show where the light is hitting the string. Repeat the same process and paint it until it meets the tree. As you're painting the right side of the string, make sure to curve towards the top of it so that you can see it is on top of the branch. Now to add even more dimension to your string, take your thin brush and white paint, and you're going to create another line coming down on the very left of the black line, just barely touching it. Now Madi is making just a few more touch-ups and adding a little bit of gray to the white part of the ornament. This just adds a little bit more shading and makes it more dynamic. From the reference photo, we can see some yellow and white blobs in the background that show the lights from a distance. To create this glare effect, you are going to need to make a pale yellow, mixing some white and yellow, of course. Once you have your paint prepared, you can either use your brush or just go for it and take the paint on your finger. Maddie here is making these little blobs to show the lights. There's no technique for this. You just go ham and start putting dots on the canvas. Now moving on, Maddie is taking some white paint onto her finger and just pressing a little bit more gently to create smaller dots. Continue to fill your canvas with these dots. Just a little reminder, these dots do not need to be in a particular order or pattern. I think it looks best personally if it's just random. Some can be overlapping, some can be further apart. Just make sure to fill your page. We are towards the end, so now Maddie is taking a pencil and sketching an outline of the word joy onto the ornament. Your ornament can say whatever you would like it to. I think joy is just a very tender and Christmassy word which really fits this piece. You can try out different fonts, cursive, whatever you would like. And also, remember you're going to want to use your thin brush. It'll make the writing much easier.
Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out.
For the writing, you can use white or black. I personally like white. I think it just brightens it up. And make sure not to put too much paint on your brush or it could get a little bit sloppy. And now you're just going to try your very best to outline the word you created.
Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends,
I find that working in very small sections when writing with paint can be very helpful.
gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together. If the fates allow, hang a shining star upon the highest bough.
And there you have it, folks. You have officially finished your acrylic ornament painting. I hope you enjoyed this paint demo, and I also hope that you have a lovely day and a wholesome holiday. Thank you for tuning in.